Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball chat. Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to Ball Chat, FIFA Women's World Cup preview. My name is Benton, along with the family engineer. Junior, why do you have the Queen behind your family? What's going on?
7.
What's the objective of having the Queen in your background image, family?
World Cup ready. Beside World Cup ready. World Cup ready.
Does the Queen play football?
The Queen is instrumental in football for us this year.
For us as in the UK supporters, the England supporters.
But for the record, Brazil on the number one side. Jamaica on the side, of course. That's why we have to put Jamaica. We have to put the King of the Maroons and the Queen of England together. Cause Jamaica on the number one side, Brazil on the second side, but you don't know the Queen of Fidelity, so England on the third side.
All right, see, that's it. Each fan gets to decide the team they support, regardless of what. You know, for them thing that, you know, engineer, you have the right. Well, big up to the football family. Big up. Thank you for joining us. It's been a while, family, since Gold Cup action from the Reggae Boys Tech with themselves. It's been a while. So we get ready for another tournament. We're enjoying the vacation. Hopefully the heat is not too bad in your side of the world, wherever you're listening to us from. Engineer, Kanya Plummer is in the background images now. FIFA Women's World Cup kicking off in a few hours from now. I'm surprised Kanya is in the squad, but that's a whole nother story. Junior, your thoughts on the vibes you're feeling getting ready for the Women's World Cup coming up?
This year, this World Cup, just like the last World Cup, I think parity is coming more and more. The field is narrowing up more and more. Before, it was USA and everybody else, right? And then you have China, Norway. That talk 1999.
Yeah.
You had China, you had Norway, you had Germany wasn't playing good football then. But then as the World Cups go by, you got better and better. You got more and more teams out there. You have the Japans of the world, you have the Canadas of the world, you have the Germany of the world. Sweden is another perennial power that trying to come back in the world football. And now you can't really pick a clear-cut winner like we could before. To be honest. Now everybody have the US probably winning a third straight, and them have a decent side. But I think they're going to run into more competition now than before.
Okay. Big up to the family. Before we get into the meat of the matter and discuss the groups and get our thoughts on the Reggaegirlz fixture and the Reggaegirlz squad, remind the listeners of the Reggaegirlz squad and subsequently some players that we're looking forward to see in this tournament. We just want to highlight some news, some breaking news that we just saw on the feed. New Zealand Football Federation sent out a message. Apparently there was a shooting in New Zealand, Auckland area, not too far from where the game is supposed to be taking place, the kickoff game. New Zealand getting ready for the kickoff game. New Zealand Football Federation tweeted, quote, New Zealand Football Federation are shocked by the incident in Auckland CBD this morning. We can confirm that all of the Football Ferns team and staff are safe, but we will not be able to comment further while details are still emerging. Basically, BBC is reporting that there was a shooting incident in a construction area near the venue. Junior, this is not the start that we want, but we hope that everyone is safe. And as we get more info, we'll pass it on to the football family. But regardless of football or not, we just want to make sure that everyone is safe, family.
Yeah, that's it. 2 dead, 3 dead, two victims, and the shooter is dead, right? So, and especially in New Zealand, we remember, what was it, right at the pandemic, they had the Facebook live shooting at this where was a
Yeah,
synagogue or somewhere.
that incident where that individual ran up in a mosque
Yeah,
and went crazy. So
and the prime minister at the time, everybody know the female prime minister. I think she has since stepped down,
yeah,
put a
Arden.
ban
Yeah,
a
Jacinda
total
Arden.
ban on
Yeah.
the guns. So it's sad. It's sad that idiots ever for go over there and carry the foolishness over there. But not the start we wanted. Hopefully, we won't see any lower point or any point as low as this going into the World Cup.
Yes, BBC is reporting deadly shooting. Shooting has left 2 people dead in the center of Auckland, New Zealand, hours before the city is due to open the FIFA Women's World Cup. 6 other people, including police officers, were injured, and a gunman is also dead after the incident. Of course, this is early morning in New Zealand. So we're going to update the family as we get more info, condolences, and of course, heartfelt condolences to those families. No, 2 people dead. If I the gunman, we're not really. All right.
Yeah, I don't know if I read that because it said 2 people dead and then say including the gunman.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a gunman I want somebody dead or 2 people dead and a gunman dead.
Yeah. So as and we'll get in the early stages of these things, it's always very difficult to get accurate information as info is coming out at a breathtaking pace, and sometimes things have to be corrected later on. So we will see. Yo, brother, we don't know if they did say a gunman, so we presume is a man who will deal with it. Yo, if you don't want to shoot up, go take one yourself, go over this one, don't forward over this. So football family, we're just updating you on some breaking news coming out of New Zealand. Shooting occurred near the not too far from where the initial World Cup game will be kicked off. The area was cordoned off, and authorities were limiting access to the area. 2 people are dead based on the BBC report that we're seeing across the feed. So, Junior, heartfelt condolences, and the way the things set in our planet Earth, it's just out the road, kind of rough.
It's like anywhere going, and it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, man. Sad indeed. As we kind of pivot and discuss some football, and we're going to get more news come in. We have Kamon joining in. Let's see if we can get Kamon. Let me see if I jump off this thing. Kamon, how you doing, family?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Long time I don't see you.
Oh, I was busy. I was on vacation ish.
So we can hear come on the audio, and we have you on screen now. Come on, yo, turn up your mic and talk to the people them, because people them are clamor for you, even BM a clamor for come on every week. The president of the Come On fan club.
Boy, say, big up yourself, BM.
But before we get into the discussion, the group layout and the Reggaegirlz and what we're looking forward to in this tournament, we saw some breaking news coming across the feed here. Come on, any info that we're missing in regards to this shooting in Auckland that you have heard or seen from any major news outlet?
Well, the Prime Minister is saying that the venue is under no threat. It wasn't under any threat, and the games will proceed as planned. So, I guess they have it under control, because if it was really, really serious, then they would put some security measures in place. But they're saying that everything is moving according to plan.
Okay, and condolences to the families. Boy, outer road are rough. Rough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we could go to the football thing and discuss the football and get our thoughts on the World Cup groups. 8 debutants will make their debut at this World Cup family. The 8 debutants are Haiti, Morocco, Panama, the Philippines, Republic of Ireland, Vietnam, Zambia. The pot went from 24 teams to 32 teams. Engineer, what are you looking forward most, first and foremost, off the bat, other than Kanye Plummer in this World Cup family?
the diversity in football. I'm looking forward to the women's game bringing back the diversity. When you look at the male World Cup that went on last Christmas, every side played the same way. Every team play a variation of 4-3-3. Every team play with fast wingers. Every team play numbers football, right? So that showed the globalization of football. Gone are the days when you have a South American team play South American style, European team play European style. I expect the women's game to be like that, except for one side, what we soon talk about, that I think going to surprise everybody this World Cup. But I expect the African teams to play African football, African style football. Seriously. What that means is very fast, very physical, and also a bag of fouling. So to get ready for some wild tackle. And when I see the Nigeria them take off with some 2-foot tackle, when I was say, Junior did it right. Can I say, I told you so.
And those are the views of the Junior not ball chat about the African teams and the wild tackles.
It is what it is, and the Africans are proud of it, Benton. Yeah, you have to African brethren were proud of the tackling when they go out.
Come on. What are you looking forward to? We're always away from kickoff with the World Cup. What are you looking forward to most, family?
I am the co-president of the Sam Kerr fan club. So I am looking to see if Sam Kerr is as good as advertised. She is as good as advertised for Chelsea. But I want to see if she can take this Australian team on her back and make them really do something in this World Cup. They're at home. It'll be nice for them to even reach semi-finals. I don't think Australia has the power, the football power, the proneness to get to the finals and actually win the World Cup. So I want to see my big bad baller carry our team, drag our team as far as possible. They can, the group is not bad. I wouldn't say that their group, to be honest, I don't even know if one of these groups are group of death. Most of the group, except Jamaica, can actually make a dent. But I am looking forward to seeing my girl, Sam Kerr, do something with Australia.
All right, fair enough. What I am looking for, Linda Casedo, Colombian baller. 18 years old. I am really excited to see Linda. I'm watching all of Colombia's games. Of course, the Reggaegirlz are going to watch the games, but you don't know, we're going to balance the emotional side of it. I am looking forward to Sophia Simit. She's a goal poacher, like Sam Kerr. But we want to see if she can win this golden boot ahead of Sam Kerr. So those are things that I'm very much interested in seeing if Sophia Simit is as advertised in terms of winning the golden boot. And Japan, team football. The beauty of team football. I'm looking forward to see Japan play. Looking forward to see their games. All right, let's run through these groups and get your thoughts on the groups, like who you think is going to win the group and big thing that you're going to try to highlight that we may miss, that the average fans may miss. We'll touch the groups and then we'll delve in a little bit on the Reggaegirlz, look at the Reggaegirlz squad, any injury updates, and etc. And then we'll just wrap it up with our official prediction of who wins this tournament. With Group A, New Zealand, Norway, Philippines, Switzerland. New Zealand will kick off later on tonight in Group A action. Engineer, how do you see Group A shaking out? Does New Zealand, as being one of the hosts, gets a clear path, or will they be eliminated early on?
Clear path to what? It's between them and Switzerland, because Norway should win this group. Going away. This is Norway's group. Philippines, they're just a come for the participation trophy. But it's between New Zealand and Switzerland to see who come out of this group, in my opinion.
In second place. So Norway and Ada Harburg, out of Norway, you think will get this group?
They've done well already.
Come on, your thoughts on Group A and what are the teams that you think are going to win and who you're looking forward to see and big things in this group?
I think Norway should run away with it. Switzerland, a close second, and then New Zealand, roll it out with the Philippines. For me, Norway is not too bad. I mean, we really don't have a lot of great goal scorers for Norway. I mean, they play pretty enough football, but I don't find them exciting. I think what's her name? All right, so I don't want to butcher her name. I think is Ida Ergeberg.
I just says Ada.
She is one of the footballers that we should actually look out for. She's technical, she knows the game inside out. And I think she was instrumental for Leon. So, she can actually do something in the group stages. I don't know how far Norway will go, but they should easily win the group.
So about to the Barca winger.
You go ahead. Hansen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm looking forward to see if it's a Barca product or is she a world product. That's what we looking for her the most.
She will score.
But I think for me, I mean, like some people look good on them club and them country, them look ordinary. She's a good player, but I don't think that she is great outside of the Barcelona set.
All right.
Yeah, Barca system. New Zealand takes on Norway at 3 a.m. Later on tonight. Early Thursday morning, the opening kickoff game. All right, in Group B, Australia, Republic of Ireland, the debutant, Nigeria, and Canada. Australia is supposed, the Matildas for a long time, they played some good football. It seems like we're seeing a resurgence with the Matildas. Come on, who else? This group looks a little bit competitive for Canada and Nigeria potentially.
You know what? I agree 100%. The last time Nigeria and Canada played, I think it ended 2-2. Before that, Canada had the upper hand on Nigeria. But as Junior said, the African teams have a way of eking out results by being rough, fast, and strong. And we saw it the other day with who did beat Germany. So I'm not going to put them up. Republic of Ireland is in fourth place right now. I think that's exactly where they're going to stay the entire group stage. So I really think the fight is going to be between Australia and Canada. I'll give Australia the upper hand because Canada, I mean, they're in a little bit of turmoil and they rely heavily on Sinclair. And Sinclair is what, 38? So I think Australia will win this group. Canada second, Nigeria third. Don't quote me on that Canada, Nigeria. You can always flip that, but Ireland will be bottom of the table.
But surely Junior Oshola and Nigeria cannot make all foot Christine Sinclair and Canada without a Janine Becky, who is injured, sitting out this World Cup, place above them in this group.
All right, but let's not forget about Jesse Fleming at Commons Chelsea. So Sinclair is the beacon, and I'm gonna put it this way: it's this World Cup is a World Cup where we're going to see some big name footballers bow out of the international stage. I expect Sinclair to bow out after this. We have a couple other names that soon forward, and I think Canada is going to play football for Sinclair. I really think group of death for me is Group D, but this group to me is teetering on the group of death, on being a group of death. We look at the men's World Cup and we saw how Portugal played for Ronaldo. And I don't care what Cameron wants as Argentina fan. Argentina played for Messi the past World Cup, and Messi showed his class, which is why Argentina won the World Cup. And I'm going to give you guys a hint. That is how I think the Women's World Cup is going to play out. So look out for Canada. I don't think Canada can win the World Cup, but I don't think they're going to be an easy out because, like I said, come on, them have a lot of turmoil. in them federation. And plus, a lot of these young girls will be playing for Sinclair. They're not going to be easy to push out. So,
young ladies, we not call the bigger man them.
yeah, Benjamin a bit more tackle line, you know. If they want
Nigeria versus Canada at 10:30 p.m. tomorrow evening should be a big game. In fact, the games are broadcast on Fox Sports here in the States, and Australia versus Republic of Ireland will kick off that group at 6 a.m. Over in Group C, family, Spain, Costa Rica, Zambia, Japan. Very interesting group. Zambia will make their World Cup debut. The standard bearer World Cup defending champ, well, not defending champ, World Cup winner, Japan is probably the standard bearer in this group. Come on.
You know what? Japan always disappoint me when I need them to step up. So I kind of, I don't know. Costa Rica, oh gosh, Costa Rica would have done better if them in a Jamaica group. But I see Spain topping the group, Japan coming second. It's a toss up between Costa Rica and Zambia. I think Zambia was the one who beat Germany, correct?
Right, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but a friendly game that.
It was far from friendly. Listen, I don't like when Junior writes, So you make me have to go repeat what Junior said. I saw some tackle. I saw the girl push the ball around the girl and beat her. I mean, speed, strength, wasn't much of a technical game, but sometimes football, you can win a game without being technical. And Zambia may just be a team in this group that surprises us. Costa Rica, not so much. They're not that great. And again, I said Japan have this little thing about them where they kind of falter and they don't do well when it comes to physicality. And that's what Zambia brings. Spain is a little bit physical, but not as physical as Zambia. So I think Zambia may just surprise us in this group, but it's Spain's group to lose.
So Spain.
I agree, and this group has the double Ballon d'Or winner, right? And if you were to ask the casual fan who won the Ballon d'Or for the women, it must be somebody from Barcelona, right? This World Cup is this World Cup is a measuring stick for Barcelona women's football team as a program team because they have been so dominant as a football team. Make we see how them perform this year. So Alexia Putellas, Benton Bala, they start rave about the Barcelona ball. So I want to see how she played because she's not going to be 100%. I think she's coming from for injury, right?
Yeah.
And when them Zambian girls start clatter, maybe see how they go respond. So I agree. This is Spain group. This is Japan's group. But watch out to Zambia. Anyone them get a referee with that is lenient on the whistles.
I mean, Zambia just better be careful they don't pick up some red cards.
One way or the other, it'll work out.
It's for Spain, a little bit disappointed that Vicky Lopez, to my knowledge, is not in the World Cup squad. I'm a huge fan of Vicky, but she's young. Bonamate should be outstanding in that midfield. Spain should be fine. I mean, the physicality regarding Japan is a genuine, I agree 100%. And Zambia, that, the Japanese team can, we will see. But Japan, a big side. Big side. Group D, England, Haiti, Denmark, and China's People's Republic of China. Is this where the old 1999 China returned with that baller? What's her name? I think her name was Su Wen. Su Wen. Yeah. Is this the edition that come on, this China big side return, or is just another year where they're going to get beat up?
I just think it's another year where they might get beat up. I don't see, and I was looking to see how China, was doing in friendlies, and I'm not impressed with China. Denmark, I am not even sure about Denmark either. But I think, and I am predicting that England will win the World Cup. This is my prediction, big and bold. I mean, I then shall put my $100 on it, not like a flux of reggae boys, but that's on the for next time. But China,
Seven.
So both you and
China,
June are picking England.
yes. What? Really?
Yes, June
Come on,
is
you
picking
know better
England.
than that. Come on.
Oh my God! I'm telling you, Junior, let me go to Jamaica and get some sense. But for me, again, physicality is something that I question when it comes to China. Denmark, not so much, but the England girls are rough, right? I know Lauren James, if she don't play, if she never wasn't a footballer, I think she would be a wrestler because she's really, really rough. Again, Haiti with the physicality and the speed. And we know that Haiti, there are a couple girls on the Haitian national team that are really good. They play in good teams in France. So they are technical as well as they are physical. So I don't know if China will make it from this group. And I really think that England will top it without losing a game. And I even go as further to say England will not concede a goal in the group stage.
Um,
Well, all right. It's for me. This is the group of death. This is the group of death, and I'm an England fan. England is one of my three sides. I carry this World Cup. One in my heart and two realistic. England is one of the realistic teams that we're carrying for this World Cup. But I'm telling you guys right now, Bente, you asked a question about China. No, they're not going to bring back 1999 China. But, and I think China is one of those teams that suffer from the growth of the women's football game worldwide. They haven't really got that chance to improve over the years, while all the other countries get a chance to go out, play good football, play in the leagues, make some money, and because them being a republic, a people's republic. We're not going into politics, but that hurt China, right? But they're going to be competitive. I have a funny feeling that this is going to be a tough group for England. They're going to win them games. Haiti is not a pushover side. Haiti, I think the England-Haiti game is going to come down. You know how you hear the commentators them say, well, you know, if the Haitians could just organize themselves, the federation could just get better. They are very talented, but they're going to lose the game in the last 10 minutes. That's how I think the Haiti-England game will go. England-Denmark is not a pushover. That's a one-love game. So I see England coming out of this group. I give Haiti a realistic chance of making it out of this group. I give them a realistic chance just because of their speed and the weather. It is winter in New Zealand. It is so the temperature is like 60-something degrees for kickoff games. They are not going to be tired. So these physically fit teams are going to be advantaged. The fast teams.
Cool.
No. Come on, Benton. You can put on as much clothes as you want. If it's cold, you can put on as much clothes as you want to get to your good temperature. If it's too hot, you can take off only so much, right? So they will be all right. I think Haiti going to be one of those teams that going to surprise this World Cup. This is a group of it.
Big up
Yo, me know you have Junior I spit some facts in a Benton, like you just tee them up team.
well, I guess he did his prep. This is what happens when you prepare for the show. Big up to Positive Vibration Radio. Bless up, family. Positive Vibrations Radio says Zambia play some good ball. Likewise, Haiti. Big them up. Zambia is a Copper Queen, right? The team that's called the Copper Queen, I think. Regarding Haiti, Michel Domrene, baller, an absolute baller, night, day, no matter where. But I don't know if she has the support in that Haitian outfit to really kind of do something in this World Cup. She's a huge player, but she can only do so much. I'm concerned about Haiti defensively. So England, of course, will win the group. and in the group, win the group emphatically. I think the toss is a toss up for second. I would have to see how Haiti goes about it. It would be nice to see Haiti get through this group, though. It would be very nice to see them coming out of Group D. In Group E, USA, Vietnam, defending champion USA is heading in, looking for the third World Cup title in a row. Looking for the first team to do that, right? Both men and women.
First,
Never
yeah.
been done. USA, Vietnam, Netherlands, and Portugal. There could be a rematch here. There will be a rematch between the last Women's World Cup finalists, Netherlands and the US. Your thoughts on Group E, come on. And Portugal has a number 10. I don't remember her name, but she is an absolute baller.
Silva, I think I just got Silva name.
Yes, Silva, baller. But come on, your thoughts on Group E.
You know, me don't want USA to win. Can't take them.
Big up to El Pistolier say, oh no, fine, come on.
Come back. Listen, all right, so for me, the Netherlands, they're ranked 9, right? Even though we say rankings are foolishness more time. But they're ranked 9. And I think it speaks a lot to me, because you have players on the Netherlands squad who are not really that great, but put together with other good enough players that can actually make something happen. For me, I think the US will top the group, followed by Portugal. I think Portugal is a better side than Netherlands. Vietnam, and I hope them don't get, what was it, 23-0? USA gave, was it Vietnam they gave?
No, Vietnam, they're making their debut. May have been Thailand. Was it Thailand?
Thailand was like 23. I hope they don't meet the same fate, because
well, them have to get baptism.
not like that. But I do think that
get baptism.
I think for this group, the US will be comfortably through. I don't think there's enough, anybody that can really threaten the USA when it comes to even all foot. Megan Rapinoe, Alex Morgan. Alex Morgan is what, 32 or 34? Yeah, Sophia Smith. I think Christine Press is out because she still has an injury. And you have Trinity Rodman. You have all these young players who can actually make a difference. So I think the US will be okay in this group. But for me, Portugal will be better than Netherlands, and they'll see themselves through.
And speaking of Vietnam versus the United States, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday. This Friday, Junior, we can watch the butter bruising together.
So send forth the sacrificial lamb.
What is your prediction, Junior? What is the score going to be?
For US or Vietnam?
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I like go past those Lena, but doesn't can go on still. But I'm gonna tell you this though. You remember the World Cup with Hope Solo and Brianna Scurry? You remember that issue and arguably that cost US that World Cup? Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look for this America team to have something similar.
Really?
I think yes.
Why are you trying to inject or infuse controversy into the American camp? Based on what?
Well, no, it's not really controversy. What really happened between Brianna Scurry and Hope Solo was the passing of the button, and the refusal to pass the button on, right? Look at these American stars, the Megan Rapinoe, what the next one name used to play for Manchester United?
Tohi Tobin.
The whole of the whole foot them. It's time for us to pass the button on. And
Rapinoe is leaving after this, Junior.
I know she's leaving after this, but I think the personalities are too big. And watching my next Spoogie, Alexis Nunes, big up my Spoogie Alexis, covering the US team. I get a vibe like there's a little bit of overconfidence, and it really feel like that Brianna Scurry Hope solo year, where when them finally run into some little adversity, when it's time to pass the baton to the young one, the older one, they might still feel like them still have it, and I go hold on for it a little bit too hard. I think that's going to cost them the World Cup. But for the group, though, them gone through the group. Them gone through the group clear. They're going to beat up Vietnam. They're going to come here and say, oh, America looks so daunting and until they're running on one real side.
But that's not what people said after them beat up Thailand still. People were upset. People
Oh,
were
yeah.
upset that they ran
Yeah.
up the score.
I don't care. Butter bruise. You come play a ball, don't get fixed
They
up.
said no mercy rule. This is not no U9.
This is not
You-
U9. If you get
You
30,
them get paid for win, you get paid not for lose.
I mean, some of those players probably this is the only game they will get to score one goal. Score your one goal and easy. There might be a
Yeah.
goal bonus in.
Hey, look here. Listen to me. Goal difference says a lot.
Yeah.
So US might say, listen, I'm not going to embarrass this team or whatever. And say, you know what? After 10, let us take our foot off the gas. And Portugal say, make me score 30. And you find yourself looking, in from outside. So I have no issues with the goals being scored. Your job is this. If I see where I can win a game and I am down 10-0, I level man behind the ball. Pass me if you bad.
Yeah, interesting thing for Team USA. Of course, you have the general herself, the magnificent Crystal Dunn. A lot of talk about Rapinoe, Alex Morgan, rightfully so, they are general. But have to big up Crystal Dunn. She's a huge part of whatever success this team has had. I'm looking forward to see Rose Lavelle. Can she make the jump? And
Listen to me, before you even go no further. I was talking yesterday. I was talking to Kadish about players who NWSL is their plateau, is their level, and Rose Lavelle is it. They touted this young lady, touted her, and when she went overseas to Man City, she was a boss. So
Yes.
I don't think with all these young stars that Rose is actually going to find her footing. I really don't think so. And I was upset because you talk about Crystal Dunn. Crystal Dunn is a stalwart. The only position that Crystal Dunn cannot play is goalkeeper. And it's now that she went out there and had a baby and come back, they're waxing politically about her. She not get the lauding like how Rose Lavelle gets. So no, Rose Lavelle, hold the bench.
All right. Yeah, rightfully so. Some of it did that chirp.
Only have 11 players that can play. Look how much players they have. Look how much players they have up on the screen, man.
Some of us was bigging up the Rose Lavelle fan base. Lynn Williams.
I just say a steer.
Yes, I was definitely on the Rose Lavelle, and yes, she flopped big time at Man City. But Crystal Dunn, general, looking forward to see how USA goes about it as they try to win their third World Cup in a row. But before we get out of Group E, family, Netherlands, is it the absence of the fancy ball Miedemad is the major issue here? I mean, why we're not picking Netherlands as a big? They were runners up in the last edition of this thing.
But they were all the last World Cup team. There were some older players. Yes, some have some younger players coming through the ranks, but I remember clearly that there were some older ballers at the time, and it was like if they don't win that, they were coming off of Euros finals, World Cup finals. So going into that World Cup, and it was like if we don't win now, it's going to be detrimental to blah 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 blah. So I don't think, and to be honest, I'm not that versed on them, but I don't think that this World Cup they are world. I think they ranked 7th, I think, or 9th in the world or something like that.
Nine.
I don't think that. I don't think they should be that high, but you never know. The Dutch women, they can. Hey, Orange can come out of them and just deal with that thing, but them can't threaten America. And America might be the game that kind of set America in the right direction and the right mental state. So, I don't know. God go with them.
Yeah,
Them
positive.
them them
Yeah, go
beat
ahead, come.
them beat up Belgium the last round and them play them beat up Belgium 5-0. But Belgium I next to go idiot side no time. But I understand what you're saying, Junior, and they may just decide if it just turn it up, cause ball game. But I don't see it with this Netherlands side. It's this you don't see the maturity, you don't see the leadership out there.
Right.
So, it would be nice to see what they can offer. Because trust me, if I have to wake up 3 a.m. and 6 a.m., I want to see some leather roll. You understand me? So I don't want to wake up and see Antigua and Curacao on my TV screen. I want to see some good football up there. So let's hope that they can do something, but I don't see them realistically leaving this group.
All right, family. Positive vibrations. Radio says Lavelle a baller still. Say someone agree with me. All right. Over to Group F. France, Jamaica, aka the Reggaegirlz, Brazil, Panama. Big group. Come on, take the floor.
When I saw this drawing and the group that they put us in, I wonder if it's all the misdeeds where the JFF do come back, come by way. You know what them say? When your grandmother do one whole heap of bad sitting, it skip 2 generations and lick you. Because I am like, how is it that out of all of the group, them, all the teams, them, we in there with 2 powerhouse? Now tell me, yes, we're optimistic. Yes, we want the girls to do well. But this is Brazil and this is France. I don't see how we can really do well in this group. The saving graces them put Panama, who we butter bros them, but we beat them 3-1 and then 4-2, I think, on penalties the last 2 times we played them. So we should be confident that we can beat Panama. But when I see people are talk about Jamaica can beat Brazil, and I'm like, listen, I don't know what them pushing on them and miggle and rub when them and rub them with, because that's not common sense. We cannot beat Brazil and we cannot beat France. And it's just unfortunate that we have a good crop of girls and we are put in this predicament.
Yeah, but okay, hold on. So what, a white flag we are dashing before the
Okay,
tournament even start?
We are gonna beat Brazil and France. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, lace them up and come play some ball. What we there for? If we just get $30,000 and go on we yard each?
After we not get 13, I said JFF I get it, but go on again.
But all right, let's take a look at the Reggaegirlz squad. Let's remind our listeners before we talk about the other teams in the group. Let's remind our listeners about the Reggaegirlz squad. Snyder, Brooks, Spencer are the goalkeepers. Swaby, Alison Swaby, Chantel Swaby, Denisha Blackwood, Kanya Plummer, Tierney Wilshire, Vian Sampson are the defenders. Midfield, Atlanta Primus, Drew Spence, Havana Sloan, Peyton McNamara are the midfielders. In attack, Chenia Matthews, Jody Brown. Word is that Jody picked up a knock against Morocco. Not sure if she's going to be available for the first game.
She was training today. She was running full speed.
Okay. That's good to hear. Solai Washington, Kelesa Van Zanten, Kiki, Cameron Simmons. Big up to Gregory Simmons and the entire family. Kayla McKenna, Bonnie Shaw, Kadisha Bonnie Shaw, Paige Bailey Gale, Tiffany Cameron, and Trudy Carter. Come on, a long time we not talk. I want to get your assessment on this team. Granted, we know Kanye not supposed to do that, but it is what it is.
Hey, boy, hey!
It is what it is.
Whatever the man meant that.
It is
Whatever the
what it
man.
is.
Oh.
Hey, me not wait upon that. Yo, we're not getting back through the phone. Junior is very, very, very protective of his Kanye. But Junior, let us call a spade a spade. When was the last time Kanye played a competitive football match? When was the last time? We get it. I mean, like, trust me, everybody loved Kanya. She was our captain. She served us well when nobody wanted to come play for us. But this is not the Caribbean round of World Cup qualifications. This is the big dance. Oh, on earth, no, you have um Alice Swaby, who she does not have a club, right? So we're going off her because we love Alison Swaby. All right, then she served us well. Denisha Blackwood, oh Jesus, she got make my ear jump out of my head. Trudy Carter. When was the last time Trudy played a professional game, a competitive game? We can't do this. I mean, like, we cannot do this. I just don't get it. I was going through the squad to see if there was any other places that had college or high school players on their roster. What are we doing? We want to compete with a team who is fifth in the world in ranking and eighth in the world in ranking, and we're going to bring players who you can't be. And I say it all the while. There's game fit and you have training fit. And if you don't play enough competitive games, you lose that edge. I like Trudy Carter, but if you don't have a club, I am sorry, you can't come. Same thing the dentist said, why I'm never bring Ravel to the World Cup when we know that Ravel would have been a good addition to the midfield that is missing for the Reggae Boys. Is the same thing, the same principle we should employ right here. So Trudy Carter does not have a club, Kanya don't have a club, then no, we find somebody else. And I don't even know what Kanya brings to the team right now, Junior. Can you let us know?
Listen, if I was to tell you the information, then I would have been at the in New Zealand right now, but we have to keep all that information secret. So talk with the talk, man.
Tierney Wiltshire. Which team she play for? She don't have a club. She don't have a club. And listen.
No, all right.
Tell me, Chiny Lou Asha. Listen, everybody complains that Chiny Lou Asha. There's something to our game that it don't fit the team. Let me tell you something. Sometimes you want to work us. Just like how we used to argue with Tapa for carry, we carry all the time, Aka all the time. You want to work us in the squad. And every time Chiny Lou Asha is put on the squad, she marshals the side that she has. So I don't get it. I understand that coaches have them favorite, but the Trudy and the Tierney and the Kanya, it is puzzling for me. And you know, for sure you say, we're not even in the conversation. Khadija Bonisha is one of the best players right now in England. And they put out a list of top 10 and she was nowhere inside. Yo, John, no. I don't know.
Hold on. So you think Khadija is a top 10 player in the world?
Based on our England stats, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
For me,
of course, and I think Benton should not have the record now to score the most goal of any football player for Jamaica.
Yeah, she's Jamaica's number one goal scorer.
Well, she's the best. She's the best footballer. And she's the best Jamaican footballer in the World Cup. That stands down. But top 10, no ball of that. But
so you're saying her exploits for Man City don't put her in the conversation? What is it that she needs?
I never said don't put her in a conversation. But is she a top 10? Like, is she hands down top 10? Will people feel, will non-Jamaicans feel slighted by hearing her name not being in the top 10? I don't think so. So, but she's in the conversation, and it depends on your preference. But you see, my problem with Jamaica in this World Cup is I think the team have a realistic outlook on the way they want to play football. I think us fans, me included, have an unrealistic outlook on what I want to see on the TV when they play. You see the way how Jamaica approach a game against America in the World Cup qualifiers. How much did they get? 4 or 5 or something like that?
Yeah,
One of them.
we got embarrassed. Yeah.
We get embarrassed, right? But the way how we approach the game, we basically play 8 defenders, one midfielder, and one striker who refuse to stay in the middle of the field. That is what you should expect to see against France and Brazil. And it's not disrespectful. I don't think it is saying that me hate Jamaica. That is we're just not on that level right now. We are working our way to that level. Now, as as for the players that get to the World Cup, if you were to look at me and say, because I agree, as much as I love Kanya Plummer, who is over my shoulder right now, if Jamaica was a serious team in the World Cup, she should not be in the World Cup. But when Jamaica when Jamaica bring Alison Swaby, what that signal to me as a fan is that they're going out there for stewardship. They're going out there as sign of like, yo, respect for your service. We would have never been where we are right now without you. That is just hands down what I'm doing.
What is this?
And we're building towards a future. Eh?
Testimonial.
It's a testimonial, and we're building towards the future. Now, me and Cabo might disagree, and that's fine. I don't believe in bringing no little green behind the ears, college girl, and think that is going to blood them. No, you can't actually kill somebody's career, bringing them out there when they're not ready. So I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer. It's just the coach's preference, because I'm telling you, see, that's like how Cabo get argument is very valid. Cabo said Ravel Morrison would have been needed in the midfield, but the kind of player for our club, the then just said, nah, carry him. So why should we risk now bringing a green behind the ears college player that used to playing in front of 150 people, and carry them on a plane, fly them go to New Zealand, out in our country where they never seen no food yet, I go up on the field, I look at Martha, I have them tongue out of them mouth like Jesus Christ, and Martha may play against. And then we're going to sit down and say, say Kanye Plummer will handle better against her. There's no right or wrong answer. But we just have to be realistic. This World Cup is a one-game World Cup for me and two testimonial. Me want Jamaica beat up Panama and go out there and just look good Nigerians against Brazil and France.
I say big up Positive Vibration Radio. Positive Vibration Radio. Big up to our listeners. If you want to chime in, we're getting ready for the Women's World Cup kicking off. 3 a.m. Kickoff time in the Eastern time zone. Positive Vibrations Radio says Shaw is one of the best finishers, not out and out striker. As it pertains to the squad, it is what it is. I mean, we asked Lauren some of these questions about some of these players, and he said this was in camp. They were still working things out. The coach having players, and we just have a ride with the squad. Now, if the results don't return the way we as fans would like it, then we can deal with the coach. I'm a fan of Lauren. I like him. I like his honesty in some of the discussions. One of the questions I have is, are we concerned about Lauren now having to be the man leading this group in a World Cup? This is a different stage. He was an assistant for the last edition. Now he's the one in charge of keeping the group together and keeping things together. Are we concerned about anything of that nature, knowing the fact that this is his first leadership role in this World Cup? Come on.
Say if the girls had a problem with Lauren with that year, because nothing stays quiet or confidential in the camp.
Okay.
I think the girls believe in Lauren. They like him. He was there when they had nothing, nobody, no money, no funding, no nothing. So I think they are confident in his leadership, and he looks like he knows what he's doing. I mean, he runs an academy in Colorado, and girls have left under his tutelage and gone play for the U.S. national team. So I think we have to give him an opportunity. How many times we send somebody? Who did we send the last time go the World Cup? So I don't see why Lauren should not be afforded the same courtesy as other players. So until him go out there and do stupidness. No, let me not stupidness. Then I am going to say that I am going to rally around Lauren like I rally around the West Indies.
Really? um, keys for the Reggae Girls. And keys for whatever the objective. Havana Sloan in an interview with FIFA.com said the ultimate objective is to leave this group. That will be kind of one of the major celebrate. If they are able to leave the group, to paraphrase it, that would be a win for them. So they have no sort of they're not afraid or not they're well
So we
aware
did
of the
want
task.
her. We did really want her to say big man thing. But not only that, too, they are going to leave the group and come at them
Well,
yard.
just come play
But
some
we
ball
did
and
want
keep
her
it
to say.
moving. Just come. But Drew Spence and Jody Brown, how big are these two players for the Reggae Girls?
I mean, massive. People always say, Bunny. But for me, Bunny is a box striker. The game is played not only in the box, right? Jamaica tend to lose the games in midfield. At the youth level, the female level, and at the men level. The midfield is non-existent. And I told somebody the other day, say, long ball is in Jamaica's DNA. We bypass the wing, we bypass the midfield. So I look at us hoofing the ball up to Bunny every opportunity we get. Drew needs to be on her game. She can get frustrated sometimes when the fouls are going against her. You know how I feel about Denisha Blackwood, aka Alvas Powell. She make me really, really nervous. We just have to make sure that we are solid in the back. And I don't see anybody and yes, Wendy is old, but I don't see anybody getting the better of Wendy in the France game. So I am nervous because we're not really good technically. We're not solid. I don't know if you can tell me one technical player on this roster.
I was gonna say Drew Spence.
For me, this World Cup, I must say, is a one game World Cup, and to just show up and look good in jersey. It come down to Lauren Donaldson's approach to the games. It really does. If I was coaching this team, Panama would be the game that I say, we can't lose that game. After Panama, to go out there and play some ball. Let's go play football. Go out there and express yourself against France, express yourself against Brazil. We will talk about the Panama game, the second game when it come around. When you go against France, go out there and play some ball. He's the line, and just like you, Bentham, a rate lad. But I think the approach him takes some time. I think there's a lot of pressure, a lot of unseen unheard conversations going on behind closed doors and pressure on him and who could do better with the team and blah, blah, blah. So Lauren is forcing in being a result system, right? When reality is you're not getting a result against France, you're not getting a result against Brazil. Go out there and play football. No. The approach. We're talking about the approach.
Okay.
Go out there and play football. At the end of the day, play football. We're not going to say, we're going to hold possession. We're going to try and keep the ball away. We're going to stack the box. We're going to do all of them something there. We're going to try and catch up on the counter attack. No. If you have a player at Brown, where we're fast down the wing, but I'm going to ask her to complete defense. My girl, go run after like a French girl. But they're not good like you. I want to see the confidence that the coach put in the players. I want to see that on my TV screen. I don't want to say, let's go out there, let's not embarrass ourselves. Let's go out there and be pragmatic. No, go out there and play some football. We can't win already. Everybody's still going to lose. So what do you have to lose? You don't have to go play some ball.
Let the chips fall where they may. Whatever happens,
that's what me wants.
Go play some ball. Go play some ball.
But don't play no stupidness. Don't get no 23-0. Let us just keep it solid.
Well, if
okay?
you play some ball, you can't get 22 then.
Listen, this is not under 12. Let us not talk about go have some fun, baby. It's okay. 5-1 is okay. 27-0 is fine. As long as you have fun. No. We want the good ball. What time of them game? 4 o'clock in the morning. I
Um,
want a good game.
Six,
6
six.
a.m.
So,
So against
Junior, I
France,
couldn't
6 a.m. on Sunday.
listen. I couldn't tell you last time I got up at 6 a.m., right? So I want to know that I get up at 5:50, make my coffee, curl underneath my blanket, and sing and watch a competitive game. Me no want no foolish to tell big one but must have fun. Absolutely not.
But come on, if you can match up against a team physically, France is bigger, stronger, faster, more technical than you. What can you what are you realistically what is your best case scenario? You really think Jules Spence going to have a Ronaldo moment or a Dunga moment? You think Khadija going to have a Thierry Henry moment? It's not going to happen.
Hey,
I would love.
listen. Oh, go on.
But no, I would love for us to score an early goal. I'll put France under pressure. Get an early goal. Hey, put it this way. I want the game for go like when Jamaica played against Croatia in the 98 World Cup. I'll take a 2-1 loss. But that's the backside. We were in the game start. Jano. That's what me want at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree 100%. But you know what? We have seen so much of football where the impossible becomes possible, right? And there's so many games where we watch and we see where a one penalty, a one free kick, a one corner make all the difference. If you don't shoot, you won't score. Bunny love to shoot, right? Drew Spence have a powerful kick. She loves to kick. And if Bunny still at the box and receive the ball, all she have to do is lie down 2 times on the floor and give it 2 PK, make we have a batter out 1-2 draw or something. So do not can't happen. And I say this all the time. Ever since Chelsea win Champions League after that one dege corner, I have faith in every football game. So this thing where, yes, we say it's got to be a tall order, but it is not impossible. It's ball game and ball is round.
Yeah. So it's all on Lauren. It's all on Lauren and his approach. Can Lauren, that message that me just said, can Lauren deliver that message?
Reggaegirlz kick off this Sunday, 6 a.m. Eastern time, 5 a.m. Jamaican time against France. And then Saturday, the 29th, they'll play Panama at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, 7:30 Jamaican time, and they'll wrap up their World Cup. Well, hopefully not wrap up their World Cup. They'll wrap up their group play because hopefully they can, the St. Mirren Massive have anything to say about it. Hopefully the Obiaman them can make them go through to the next round. They'll conclude their group play against Brazil on August 2nd, Wednesday at 6 a.m. We're going to watch along for the Reggaegirlz games. We're going to stay up with the Reggaegirlz. No matter what. Looking forward to see the ballers. Looking forward to see if Jody Brown has made any progression. Hopeful that she has when she run into these teams. We saw the Reggaegirlz in the Cup of Nations. And of course, one of the concerns coming out of the Cup of Nations was that teams scored on the Reggaegirlz late. I think it was the Czech Republic that scored that goal late, right? Come on, if you remember clearly, Junior. And so the Reggaegirlz. So we have to tighten up around our back. Or we have to tighten up defensively, especially against these teams in the World Cup. Other teams in Group F: France, Brazil, Panama. How we see Group F shake it out? Hervé Renard and France. I mean, maybe we saw what happened in the 2010 World Cup where France imploded because of emotional issues on the men's side. I mean, with the French team, anything can happen. It was it 2010 when Raymond Domenech talked about Obi and all sort of foolishness.
So I said, Brazil are going to win the group?
I mean, so anything can. France is so unpredictable. anything can happen with the French team.
Agree.
And with Brazil, of course, we're saluting our general. This is her last World Cup, right? We can be on record, Junior. This is your baller's last World Cup, Martha, right?
And I kind of tipped my hand when I said it, and I kind of hinted towards this of the World Cup of the legends going out, and one of the best female footballer ever going out this World Cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look out for Brazil this World Cup. And you know what's your name? Pia. How you pronounce her last? Soon the former US coach.
Yeah, Pia.
What she has done is transform Brazil from this this sexy pick or this value pick to a real football side where them almost feel like them sneaking into the World Cup. Every World Cup, it is, oh, look out for the Samba Queens and blah, 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 this number 10 and this, that, and them go, that just drop flat on them face, right? Every World Cup, the Brazil side go on good and beat who them for beat, and then when they run up in the big side like quarterfinals, they get emotionally unhinged and start ball on the field. You see who across who, and who give penalty and this and that. I'm telling you guys right now, if Martha can pull a Messi-like World Cup, Brazil can win this World Cup. I'm telling you that. Remember, I tell you guys this. These Brazil ladies will be playing 100% for Martha. There is going to be that game where Martha going to have to dip in her bag of tricks and go back 4 or 5 years. And if she can do it, Brazil can win the World Cup. That is how good I think this Brazil team is.
I mean, I know Dabinia is a baller, come on, but are you buying this talk? I mean, Dabinia will score a bag of goals for you in the blink of an eye, but are you buying Junior's proposition that Brazil can win this thing?
No, absolutely.
I mean, I think it's a year too early for Brazil.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, Junior. Yes, we will get some pretty football, some samba football, but I don't think this is the year for Brazil. And you're right. When I was at the World Cup, the last World Cup, and I watched them play, it was a tad bit emotional for true when things not go them way. You know, when they get frustrated, it was just a little bit not the Brazilian football way. So I don't really think Junior this time. Martha's was 37. If I'm not
37, yeah.
mistaken. Yeah. So I think she's the leading goal scorer in a World Cup for either men or women, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think Martha is going to pull any magic out of her hat this time. And I don't think the other Brazilian players will be able to drag her over that.
Yeah, I don't see that. Junior drink mud piss on that one. I mean, the Binia is a baller. I mean, I don't, Antonia and the family, they're going to have to...
Christian is still there too, right?
Eh?
Christian is still on the bench, right?
Yeah, Cristiane is still there. But, I mean, it's a younger team, and I don't see that. We saw them in the South American edition of this tournament, and no, they will play some ball.
And I think, and I saw some highlights of they beat Chile 4-0 the other day. I think it was.
Hold on. Sorry, come on. But I'm going to go through the tournament and scored 22 goals and gave up none.
Yeah, but it's all relative. South American ladies football is not. They are miles ahead of this. If they didn't win it by 50 love, I would say yes.
Benton, 22 goals give up for and done against.
Right. When they play, I think they play Colombia. It was a game against Colombia, and I thought Brazil, they did defeat Colombia, and I thought Colombia, if you had soft soap team, I give Brazil a little bit too much of a struggle here early on. And my concern is that Brazil, when they play the big teams, because if you need to win this tournament, if you're going to win this tournament, you're going to have to beat the big girls. And so, and I don't know if they have the horses are the ladies for this sort of
They
that.
have the coach though.
They do have the coach,
Yeah, but the
All
coach
right.
not play.
but the
I
coach
mean,
now.
you can't have one of the. Who is the best coach in the world now, Junior?
Men are with Pep, right?
Pep. Okay, them got undefeated the whole season.
Can they go undefeated this whole season coming up? Yeah.
I never done my ask you. You're going so. Go like you're slick. So I mean, you can have the best coach on the sideline and still lose a game.
Yeah.
A positive vibration on the radio says Caroline and Divinia can score from midfield. Yes, they can score
Yeah.
from midfield against Jamaica and Panama. They probably won't do it against France. They won't do it against the US or the other. They won't do it against England, the big
They
dogs.
beat
that
England.
play.
They beat England recently in a
That Philemas for Cup Junior.
I don't
Is that
don't
what you're
business. They
basing your
beat
prediction
England.
on?
I don't business. They beat England and beat Germany in a business.
Okay, all
They
right.
beat the big side them.
Maybe he's onto some. I step back. All right. Maybe he's onto something.
It's all right, but just remember, I told you so. You know what? This World Cup might end up being France versus Brazil final. Remember, they even put that out there right now in the atmosphere.
Yeah, you know what, Junior, hey, we don't want Junior right, But what I said, Junior, is this though. When it comes to like friendly games, I mean, like cause them spread out versus a group tournament, more pressure on the legs, more pressure. This is pressure football. So I don't know. I don't think Brazil have the
No, I don't
gumption.
think Brazil. I don't know. I don't think Junior. No, not yet. Maybe 20.
Junior just likes the pretty girl them sing the national anthem.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
no,
Buggers.
Brazil is definitely is wonderful to the eyes. I mean, come on now. We will definitely, But when it
Yeah,
comes
that's why I still back to Jamaica, man. Could have better, could have Rusk out that Charles.
All right. So who we got coming out of Group F, family? Who do we have? I have France and Brazil, of course. Who do you have? Anyone picking Jamaica to surprise? No one. Panama. Let's say a word about this Panamanian team, family. Any thoughts on their first time at this tournament? Of course, the Reggaegirlz eliminated them in Concacaf World Cup qualifier on PKs to make it to the last edition of this tournament. But this is good for the growth of football, right? For teams like Panama continue to show their strength in getting back into this thing.
Yeah. I mean, like it says it talks about the women's football in our region. I like it. We have Haiti, Jamaica and Panama, Costa Rica. So, there's hope yet. There's still hope. So we like that they're there. Somebody else to get butter bruise out than we, but
and big up to Martha Cox and Lynette Sendo and the entire Panamanian family. I mean, they have a number 10 player. I think it's maybe Natalia Mills or Martha Cox. Very good because we watch them in the qualification tournament. And they know one thing with Panama, they're not going to try to trick you. They know what they do well. They're going to defend and then we try to seek a goal. There's no surprises there. No surprises. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the penultimate group, Group G. Sweden, South Africa, Italy, Argentina. This group look kind of wide open, family. Come on.
You know what? I don't want a wide open group, I swear. It's only the Fluxy side for Tuesday, I go and say Italy and Sweden. I go and say Italy and Sweden out of it.
Is Sweden? Sweden is ranked third in the world, and we can't take them seriously.
Yes.
Can I agree with Cabot? You just can't take them serious. They are another one of them perennial, long time, old guard of women football. But you just can't take them serious. You just know say the ball go, the ball reach quarterfinals, and the ball play like probably a Brazil in like quarterfinals and lose in a penalties. Unfortunately, the ball gonna miss an easy goal at the end, and oh my God, there's another disappointment with Sweden. So we agree. We don't know about why, but it's like who really want to play in the second round are gonna make it out of the group. I just cause if Sweden girl them come down and want to play the football, them not come out of the group. That's just how they play. It's just something about Sweden where I big up what's your name again? I'm used to the Florida State. They had two Swedish baller with the transfer come play one. One of them named Marta or something, something like that. Blonde hair girl, they come play ball with it every day.
Of course, you have to remind us that they are blonde hair. Why is that necessary?
No, but I the bloodless ear never seen in my life.
Man, yeah, your parents them send you go to school and you did talk about blonde hair.
Man,
Let's go play football. And hey, let me tell you something. As is the most aggressive women I've ever played football with. Here, yes. Yo, make you shut up, man.
Yeah, but Sweden reached number 2 in the world. Because I'm like, my son, I try to wonder, when last them play some good attractive football last year.
Come on, that's what I said. And the blood here. You know what? They're the Game of Thrones side.
That would be Norway. But anyway, look here. So who you have, Benton?
I'd like to see Italy and South Africa come out of this group.
South Africa?
Yes, I would like to see South Africa come out of the group.
Up to the apartheid, brother, man.
I'd like to see South Africa come out of the group.
The last 3 friendlies they played, they beat Costa Rica 2-0. Botswana beat them 5-0. And Serbia beat them 3-2.
Okay,
so you want to
scratch. I would like to see them come out of the group. It don't mean that they're coming out. Italy or Argentina is coming out of the group. Are coming out of the group.
Argentina. After they just don't talk Brazil, South America ball game, boy, you just hate Sweden more than me, man.
Because Sweden is just unpredictable.
True.
Come on, who you have?
Me, well, a group are coming like wide open, like if I know all. I have Sweden and Italy are coming, but I don't know in what
order. Big Junior, who you have?
Sweden and Italy.
Sweden and Italy.
You want to go further and tell me what order?
I think Argentina will surprise us and beat one of them. Or get a draw out of one of them. I think Sweden will have. I think Sweden will surprise. Sweden will do good. Sweden first, Italy second.
All right, final group. Top 2 goes through to the next round. Group H: Germany, debutant, Morocco, Colombia, and Korea Republic. Germany is one of the favorites. Bookmakers' favorite with Alexandra Popp and company. Of course, Germany made it to the Euro finals against England and lost out. Junior, thoughts on Group H, family, and who you have coming out of it?
We have Germany and the Korea and them coming out there, but and Germany
and Korea Republic.
I think Germany going to disappoint this World Cup. I don't have no reason why. I have no proof. I have no great insight. I just feel like this is something one of the year that when Germany just have a flop. By the way, before come on, we have what Chelsea versus Wrexham. No fear, man. Still up. Jesus. Go ahead, come on.
Like you gonna send Mary before me.
Come on, Group H before Group H.
Germany, South Korea for me. Morocco get them little cherry pop by Reggaegirlz, so don't afford them must stay. Colombia should even be in the conversation. Them lucky them reach. Germany for me, South Korea, I don't know in what order. Because Germany, you will think it is a proverbial powerhouse, but you lose to Zambia over there, yeah?
Yep.
And they have not been looking so good. So I mean, like, as I said, you can't say it was a friendly because it was a not so friendly, right? So for me, I think South Korea will top the group, followed by Germany. Morocco might beat
And
Colombia.
my ball, Linda Casedo. Looking forward to see her in this group. Even though Colombia is gonna get butter bruised, but you don't know. Sometimes you have to take your medicine and learn and develop. Past winners in this thing. US won this thing 4 times. 91, 99, and 2015, 2019. Looking for the third. Germany won this thing twice, 03, 07. Norway in 1995. And Japan is the other winner of this tournament. Family, excited about this tournament. Games kicking off 3 a.m. 3 a.m. in the early hours, family. We're going to watch some football, but this is it. This is World Cup, Women's World Cup action. Final thoughts before we go on yard, family.
Listen, I am ready. I mean, the football go on till August 20th. So nobody can complain and say, we don't have nothing to do. We're not bored. So I think it's a good tournament. All the teams that we talked about deserve to be here. The quality of football that we expect from some of these teams, pretty good. My sister said England is our side, and she started arguing already about who the coach now go play, and she started to cuss on whatever. But for me, England will win, and I think USA will have a good run. Germany, Spain, Brazil. We expect good, pretty football from some of these teams, and then we expect heavy metal football from some. So I think it's going to be a summer of good women's football, and I'm excited.
Yeah, man, and continuing the growth of the game. And we have to point out to the listeners the time schedule. The time schedule is going to be an important thing. Of course, Brazilian government said that civil servants can show up to work late during the World Cup period. So they don't have to show up early in Brazil. Maybe the same thing will apply here in the U.S.
No, because the US game is 9 p.m. Well, how the US alone get 9 p.m. game?
So, yes. So, the time slot here, New Zealand, 3 a.m., Australia, New Zealand, Norway, 3 a.m., Australia, Republic of Ireland, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and USA at Nigeria, Canada at 10:30 p.m. So we're going to have some night games and we're going to have some early morning games. And I guess in order to appease the US fans, of course, a big audience, right? The TV rights audience. You want to try to show those US and Canada games in the primetime hours, right? Of 9 p.m. on Friday. So,
which is 1 p.m.
Portugal, USA at 3 a.m. still. So them couldn't get away with all of the games.
Oh, they couldn't get away with all the games.
No, because 2 games are 9 p.m. So the times really vary, and people need to kind of figure out what games they want to watch and kind of stick to it. Because if we stay up to watch all these games, 1 a.m., 3:30 a.m., 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 a.m., we not go to bed.
Then, I mean, we are going to stay up and watch them. I mean, you can't sleep a day.
Oh, you don't work.
But before we go on, the time schedule, what sort of impact this will have on this tournament, family?
None.
Okay.
No. American fans are going to watch America game. Jamaica fans. I mean, like, the countries will watch their country. That's just how it is. If I want to see Jamaica play 6 a.m. on Sunday, I not stay up and watch the game 1 a.m., 3 a.m., and then wait for 6 a.m. So I don't think...
Because where's cricketer play tomorrow too, so...
Junior, which cricket? You're the man who can dig up the field and plant yam.
I want to talk about cricket.
Cricket.
I don't worry about
cricket.
Cricket.
Anybody who decides what cricket over woman football, want a box and them head back.
Oh, I don't over woman football. When woman football done, we'll just turn to cricket.
Who are you?
May I watch it?
I will watch some cricket, but I'm going to watch some women's football. Reggae Girls, just a reminder, listeners, of the schedule for the Reggaegirlz family. Reggaegirlz kick off this Sunday against France at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Jamaica's time. And then Saturday, the 29th, they kick off at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 7:30 Jamaica. And they wrap up their group play against Brazil at 6 a.m. On August 2nd. So
5 a.m. Jamaica time.
So 5 a.m. Jamaican time. So we're just gonna support the Reggaegirlz and just watch some football, family. Watch some football.
Yeah, and I think this World Cup, I think women football will win because we'll see some rotted goal. I am predicting some. I big up Kofi Powell. I'm predicting some good football this World Cup. I'm predicting some world class goals. I'm predicting some world class dribble. Well, if you were to have a memorable moment from the men's World Cup where you can say, yo, you remember when the British dribble on the field, we don't really have that, right? I think this World Cup, we're going to have some memorable moments. Memorable football.
And some crazy hat tricks, huh?
Huh?
Some crazy hat tricks. Who do you think?
I don't think we're going to have done a lot of lopsided goal scores.
But I think America versus Vietnam will be lopsided, and I predict that Sophie Smith will have 2 hat tricks.
All right?
Yeah. Sophia Smith will be racking up her golden
we'll be having the hat trick. So who are we saying? Did we say it already? Who are we expecting to be the standout player from this tournament? Out of all the players that we know, the Barcelona ones, the Lyon ones, the Man City ones, the players in NWSL, who are we thinking will be the standout player for this? Junior, your girl Kanya?
No, I think the stand-up player, we don't know that stand-up player. I think the stand-up player is going to be a young footballer will come out of nowhere. I like the kind of drip still, but I make it style. But I feel that our stand-up player is going to be somebody that we've never saw coming. Yeah, but it'll be like a James Rodriguez moment.
That never worked out still, but
it never worked out for him still, but that World Cup, he had his coming out party.
Yes, he did. So Mick was probably not one of them Norway side. I would think for me in the group stage, I am expecting the Haitian players to at least stamp a little bit football quality in the program, because we've seen it. And what the young player named Benson, you alone can pronounce her name.
Casido?
No, man. The Asian, Ghana,
Michelle Dominic.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Michelle.
She's an excellent player. I love seeing her play. And I think when we saw her, she was a little bit raw. Can you imagine the training that she has received in France?
Yeah.
What about on this, this British team? They're one of the favorites. I mean, big up to Kofi Powell. The Lucy Bronze of the world, she won the Champions League with Barcelona, and the Stanways of the world, along with Reece James,
England,
Lauren James. Shouldn't England, one of those English players, be standout if they want to win this tournament?
No. And honestly, I don't think anyone needs to be a standout. I think they should continue playing as the team that they've been playing as, and they will win games. It's nice when you have a team where anybody can be a goal scorer. Like on our side, we always look for the bunny shaft to score all the bag of goals them. With the England squad, you have goals coming from different places. Bethany England and my girl, Lauren Hem for me. And that's again too. She's good with Bonnie Shaw and she gets more accolades. But anyways, I still think Lauren Hemp is good. Lauren James for me is good. Kira Walsh is good. Georgia Stanway. Who else? Alex Greenwood is not bad. Millie Bright. Lucy Brands. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
And we have
them have a stock side. Them definitely have a stock side. I'm picking Japan to win this World Cup. I'm picking Japan to win it.
what?
I am picking Japan to win it. Japan and simple. Japan, the story of Japan's style of play, the team mentality, and one Miss what's her name, Hasegawa, is a baller. So I'm picking Japan to win this World Cup. I hope I don't salt them up. But I'm picking Japan because of the team. We've watched Japan at youth play at different levels, same style, team football. Don't worry about the bright lights. Japan, time to win another World Cup. And coach, I think it's Makado or Yakado is the head coach who won a junior tournament with this team. So he's been with this team for a long time. And time for them to win this World Cup. So,
A good pick.
Kofi says no sound. Wait, how comes they have no sound from Kofi? Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry, what was that? I'm sorry.
Japan. My sound is coming out, Kofi. Junior.
Yeah, we're good. The sound good.
Yeah, Kofi says no. All right, so I got Japan winning this World Cup, family. Hasegawa has been a huge part of whatever Japan project is.
Pochettino lose weight, you know.
Yeah, man, I watch idiot Chelsea. Of course, you must lose weight. A Chelsea a player?
Yeah, I play Wrexham.
Chelsea?
Yeah.
Okay, man, I'm gonna take
You
it.
have you have Japan a win. For good them in again. All them are come out of the physicality.
Japan is in group with Spain, Costa Rica, Zambia, and yes, of course, Japan.
Yo, I want to see how them are gonna beat up Zambia. Cause
I mean,
no,
team football, ultimately.
no, you're right. Cause Japan have a little ticky-tacky thing about them that we always talk about them being Barcelona-esque. And Barcelona is good still. So usually you don't get the opportunity to foul a player because they don't hold on to the ball long. So
Yeah.
yeah, but them not gonna win it, Penta.
Well, hopefully you're wrong.
Okay.
Hopefully you're wrong.
England for me.
Sophia Smith's World Cup also. Big tournament for Sophia Smith, young Sophia Smith. Looking forward to see how she goes about it. All right, family. Any final thing, Junior, put on your Kanye Plumber shirt and go and go sleep tonight.
We will be ready.
Big up to all the listeners. Women's World Cup kicks off at 3 a.m. Norway versus New Zealand. I don't know how many of us will get up for that one, but some of us will. Big up to all listeners. Norway versus New Zealand. Football family, I hate that, you know.
Yeah, man, like that.
Yeah, man, bless up.
Bless up on yourself.
Yeah, I wish about the All-Star game I play. What channel?
They might play tonight?
Yeah, I'm play All-Star. I don't know right now.
I know. FS1.
We'll check what one.
Well, let me look.
Yo, as Junior look for All-Star game, connect with us on Instagram at Ball Chat Podcast. We're on Twitter at Ball Chat 1. We're on Facebook at Ball Chat. Women's World Cup kickoff time. I'm taking a look outside and the new coach, Mauricio Pochettino, right about now.
No, but All-Star game I play right now, though. I find All-Star game.
Power. Wait,
I
look.
don't know which channel.
It's now with the Chelsea play Wrexham on ESPN, and the All-Star game is
It's
okay.
Arsenal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Arsenal
Arsenal.
and MLS. It's not on TV. Because
What?
I'm not seeing it on TV. Hold
Yo,
on.
watch Kai Havertz last night in the challenge. Well, man touch rough. I guess
Man
he
did
might
not even
preseason
make
touch it.
he did not even make one. I don't see it. I don't see the MLS All Star. But remember, say MLS a apple bite out, Junior.
Oh.
Apple bite out MLS, right? So it's not upon TV.
Oh, okay. So it's on yeah, it's on Apple. Yeah. It's
We have,
Apple
we have Apple
subscription.
TV. I bet.
Go on.
Yeah,
I go watch
look.
Chelsea. I go watch Wrexham beat Chelsea and now.
But Arsenal run out. Jesus, big side they run out.
Yeah, because they were playing against Rooney.
Okay, a big side them run out. All right, football family. Big up to all listeners. Women's World Cup, 3 a.m. kickoff. Norway versus New Zealand family. Gone on my yard, brother.
Later.